All right, everyone, if you own a Corvette, these are the top 5 items that we recommend you have. All right, everyone, having a Corvette can be a fun and exciting car, but in order to save thousands of dollars and to save you headache, these items are definitely a necessity in our opinion. The first one is going to be the repair manual. This one happens to be for a 97 to a 2013, so C5 and C6 Corvette. Whatever Corvette you have, pick up the manual because it's going to tell you some important information, which is going to lead into the next couple items we have. All right, the manual is very helpful for exact points like this. On Corvettes, C5 and newer especially, they have specific jacking points. And as you can see, you can only really jack where those arms are on those 4 points or on the subframe, front or rear subframe in specific points. Normally, when you take it places, they end up messing up the bottom of the car, and we'll get down there and show you exactly what happens. It's not on our car, but we'll show you the area that can get damaged. So, Corvettes sit low to the ground. So the first item is a book to tell you how to jack it up and whatever maintenance you need to do. The very next one is going to be some type of a low-profile jack. So this is just a cheap Harbor Freight one. This car weighs about 3,000 pounds, a little over 3,000 pounds. So if you get a 2-ton jack, you'll be fine. Anything 2-ton or more, it's got to be a low profile. And that'll help you get up underneath the car. The very next item that we're going to be looking at are these jacking pucks. Now, the Corvette is a molded tub frame design, and underneath it does have some steel where you can jack up with the jack, but that's the damage area that a lot of people damage. So they sell these pucks. These ones are aluminum and they stay in the vehicle. They sell rubber ones. The reason we chose these ones are so you can lock it in and leave them on the car. The rubber ones you have to remove. So we'll get down there and show you the area where you can jack up. All right, so we're on the passenger side of the Corvette. If you follow the door line where it opens all the way down to the bottom of the car, you will see a small hole right there. Now, that hole area here, you can put a jack there and it's steel, but with these, you would just simply, sorry, it's hard to do on camera, put it in there, rotate it, and now you see that puck is on there and then the screws would draw it up. That stays there the whole time. And they have colors to match all the paints, so this one's silver. So we're going to install these and leave them on there. And that protects the finish under the car because people will throw a jack under there and end up cracking the fiberglass here. And it's just no good for the car when you do that. So jacking pucks are definitely essential because these are the only spots you can jack these cars from. All right, this moves us into our third item, which are going to be jack stands. So we have the book for the first item, the low profile jack for the second item, these jacking pucks for the third item. So these jacking pucks, they sit perfectly inside of the jack itself. And we'll show you here. They'll sit right in there and they'll catch on all the lips there. Also on the jacks themselves, and we do have a video on this Daytona jack on the left. If you want to see that, click the link above. On the right is also a set of Daytona jacks, but as you can see, they have a circular pad there. This is going to be ideal for your Corvette, this jack over here. So this one here, it'll rest on the steel under there, but again, you have a groove here, so you're only really getting these 2 points. If you set this up on here, there's a little bit of play left and right, so we don't like these ones for Corvettes. For any other vehicle, they're fine. But for the Corvette, you're gonna wanna have some type of flat mounting surface area, and this thing offers tons of adjustability here. It's robust, and if you see here, the jacking pad fits right on there. So it'll sit nice on there. If you don't have jacking pads and you just get these, this will also sit nice under the Corvette. So either way, you have that. But for added security, these pucks happen to fit perfectly inside of the top of the Harbor Freight jack. No movement. It is locked in. So we have a set of 4 of these jack stands now, confident to do work on the Corvette with these. So now we can get the car up in the air, we can do maintenance on it without damaging it. The very last thing we're gonna be looking at now is a battery tender. So, we have a battery tender here because if you don't daily drive this Corvette, the battery will die. Most people who have these cars don't normally daily them, they're weekend cruisers, so even if you're driving it once a week, it'll still be good. But if you let this thing sit for more than a week, the battery's gonna die, and then you're gonna have problems with the TPMS sensors for the tires, the keyless entries and all that stuff. So it's best just not to go through that headache. We don't drive this car often, maybe once or twice a month. So we have some pigtails here with a quick disconnect that go onto the battery, and they plug into this little box that just hangs on the wall. And links will be in the description for everything that we can get links to. And we just quick disconnect this and leave this part hooked to the Corvette onto the battery. And when we pull it in after using it, after washing it, we plug the battery tender in, and it's on autopilot the whole time. So yeah, those are our top 5 items that are gonna save you thousands of dollars. The repair manual has tons of valuable information, the proper way to jack it, and using jack pucks and the proper jack stands, because if you damage the side skirt on one of these, this car is mostly fiberglass. It's gonna cost money to replace it. So doing things right, spending a little bit of money now will save you headache in the long run. So if you guys like this content, if you want to see more C5 Corvette content, let us know. Drop a comment in the description, and we'll take this car out, do some mods to it in the future, and hopefully get this thing. I don't know, we don't want to soup it up or anything, but we want to keep it nice and clean like it is. It's a very clean car for being 20-something years old. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe.